Good morning everyone. I am Vijay Lakshmi, TGT Social from TTWURJC Girls, Jadcherla. Before going to the topic, in this pandemic situation, I want to tell you some precautions to be taken to avoid the spread of COVID. Don't step out of your houses unnecessarily. Stay home, stay safe. If the situation insists you to step out of your house, then you need to wear a mask and carry a sanitizer in your pockets and sanitize your hands, and then you can leave the place. And wherever you go, you should maintain social distance. And don't enter into the crowds. Be far away from the crowds. And wash your hands frequently with hand wash, and take healthy diet, fruits, vegetables and dry fruits, so that you can improve your immunity power. Okay, now coming to the topic, I want to take you all to a beautiful place. Just all of you close your eyes and listen to me and do what I say. Now all of you imagine a place where there are different varieties of plants and sounds of the birds which are moving on the trees, and the animals which are moving freely as though it is their house, and the waterfalls, beautiful waterfalls. I think all of them are enjoying the nature of the beauty. Yes. Now slowly you can open your eyes. Okay, now just now you have imagined a place. Can you name the place? Yes, exactly. It's a forest. Our topic is forest, and so many people have different views of forest. Some people will be scared of forest because it is a home for the wild animals, and some people will be feeling very happy to enter into the forest because of to enjoy the beauty of the nature. And according to our subject, we have some other meaning for forest. That is, a forest is a land which is covered with a large tract of trees. Large tract of trees stretched several hundred kilometers in length and breadth. Now I am going to show you a model of forest. Once you look here, here the trees and animals, and with green leaves, greenery is there in the forest. Now coming to the types of forest. Now there are forests. First, the forests are classified on the basis of the vegetation, how it is dense or degraded. So based on this classification, forests are classified as very dense, open scrub, and degraded forest. So based on these classifications, forests are divided into 4 types. Those are evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorny forest, littoral and swamp forest. Before going to this, I want to ask you some questions. Try to answer these questions. What are the uses of forest? Name the things which we get from forest. Evergreen forests. Evergreen forests are forests which are grown in the regions where there is heavy rainfall and high temperatures. And the trees of these forests are green throughout the year. These green trees will never shed their leaves. If at all they shed their leaves, the new leaves will be grown very soon because of the humidity and moisture, warmth they get constantly from the environment. And the trees which can be seen in this forest are rosewood, mahogany, jamun, kadam, etc. And in this type of forest, we can see one different type of forest in Himalayas, that is the pine trees which are grown in Himalayas, and the shape of the trees is like this. So there will be snowfall in Himalayas. So that's why the water which falls on the trees, the tree leaves are shaped thin and needle edges, so that the water fall on the leaves could drop down on the ground. And we can see this forest in Andaman and Kerala in our country. Next comes to deciduous forest. Deciduous forests are the forests which are grown in the regions where is rainfall only for some months and dry for the other months. And these forest trees are Vegi, Agassiz, Maddi, Teak, etc. The leaves of this these trees will shed their leaves during the dry months, and they get new leaves during the other months in the rainy season, monsoon. Soon after the monsoon arises, these leaves will be, new leaves will be grown. And the leaves which are, why they will be shedding the leaves? Because to conserve the water of the trees. And again the new leaves will be grown because to prepare food and survive. And these type of forests can be seen in our districts, Khammam, Adilabad, Warangal, Nalgonda, etc. And now comes to other type of forest. Thorny forest. Thorny forests are the forests which are grown in the regions where there is very little rainfall and where there is dry for the other months and very high temperatures. And the trees in these forests will have tiny leaves and thorns so that they can conserve the water. And the trees which are grown in this forest are babul, burusurega, neem, etc. And these thorny forests are seen in Nalgonda and some parts of Mahbubnagar districts. Now comes to the other type of forest, littoral and swamp forest. And these type of forest forests are found in the areas where there is near to the sea coast and marshy lands and lands affected by the floods or waves of the tidal waves. And these forests are seen in West Bengal in our country. And these forests are called, other name for these forests are mangrove forest, and other name, the trees which are grown in these forests are known as Sundari trees. Sundari trees are called, which are grown in Sundarbans, and the other trees which are grown in this type of forest are Uppuponna, sorry, Bodduponna, Urada, etc. These are the 4 types of forest which are in which we can see according on the basis of classification. And some forests are very dense, and some forests are dense, and some forests are degraded position, means with open spaces. Now coming to the Forest Acts. During the British rule, the tribal people, they gradually lost their control and rights over the forest. And due to this, so many forests were cut down and the woods were used for different purposes. And the cleared lands were used for plantations like tea, coffee and rubber. And these plantations, the forest maximum, the land area on the forest were degraded. Most of the forest area was degraded. And during the rule of Nizam, they have introduced new policy regarding this entrance of these tribal people into the forest. And they restricted the forest. They divided, Nizam's king classified the forest into reserved forest and protected forest. Reserved forests are the forests which are restricted to enter by the tribals, and the protected forests are the forests which they allowed the people to enter into the forest but up to some limit, and the people who are entering into the forest, they can take only headloads of wood for their cooking purpose, and they can take some of the forest products for their own consumption, and also they can graze their animals up to the limit set by the forest department. And due to this, after some time, the kings or who passed these rules, they understood that, the government also understood that without the entrance of these tribal people into the forest, we cannot conserve the forest. They understood it, and then they have introduced a new forest acts. Before that, these tribal people were also protesting and fighting for their rights over their forest. So in this situation, after a prolonged debate, the Parliament has passed Forest Rights Act in the year 2006. So they gave 3 reasons to introduce this Forest Act: to give access to the tribal people over their ancestral lands, and to conserve the forest, at the same time to protect the tribal people and to give them full rights over the forest. Now comes to Haritaharam program. These are the Sundarban mangrove forest. Now comes to Telangana Haritaharam. So in order to introduce the forest, to increase the forest cover in our country, our government has introduced in our state Haritaharam program in the year 2015. It is a program which is introduced to in a large scale tree plantation programs, because to increase the forest cover in our state from 24% to 33%. First, this program was started by our Honorable Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao on 3rd July 2015, and in this year he started this program by sowing a sapling near Balaji Temple, Chilkur Balaji Temple in Hyderabad, and the budget of this program was ₹550 crores. Our government has started this program by the budget of 550 crores, and this program now recently in this year on 25th June 2020, our Chief Minister has launched the 6th phase of Haritaharam program in Medak. Medak Narsapur Forest. Narsapur Forest by planting a black palm tree, black palm sapling in this forest in Medak district, and it's our duty to plant a sapling and protect it. I hope everyone will do it and plant a sapling and protect it. Now, this is the assignment. Enrich your drawing skills. Draw the map of India and locate the different types of forests present in India, and design a pamphlet on Haritaharam program. Afforestation. What do you mean by afforestation? Now, the tree cover in our country is slowly reducing day by day. So, we have to plant new saplings and improve it. And the programs are, you know it already, just now I have explained you. Afforestation means planting the new saplings and making the place green. And we have some slogans. It is our duty to save environment beauty. Go green before the green goes. And think green and live green. We get so many things from the forest. Those are, here you can see the fruits, vegetables and the spices. Spices also we can get on honey and paper wood. You can get the paper. Paper is used for many purposes, and we get that paper also from the forest. The raw material you have already learnt in your 7th class paper industry lesson. And in that lesson you have learned the raw material for the paper is what? Bamboo. With that they will be making the papers. Okay. And another one is deforestation. Just now I have explained about the cutting down of trees for various purposes. It may be for plantation, for agriculture, or for industries, or for habituation, or for any purposes. So, this is called deforestation. Don't cut the trees and don't spoil the nature. Hope all are understood very well.